What up, everyone? DJ Nubis.
And DJ Neko.
With the Military Radio Podcast, doing another trailer reaction, this time for Marvel's Werewolf by Night.
You know, you're looking really slim. I don't know what's going on with you over here.
Just the Wolfman.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm got like a big old fat face and you're looking all nice and trim and sexy.
This isn't like an R-rated movie here.
It's the R-rated trailer
X-rated.
reaction. Hey, all of our clothes are on, so.
Thank God. So, a new Marvel product coming out. They're pumping them out like crazy now. This one got my interest. Of course, I'm a big werewolf guy. I know nothing about this character, though. I didn't even know Marvel had like a werewolf type hero,
I'm sure
anti-hero.
there's like something for everyone. You have to, you know.
But, you know, you and I, we've talked about some of the more recent stuff in the Marvel Universe, and Miss Marvel really didn't do much for us. The more I tried to actually go back and watch another episode, and like I had to just stop it because it's so evolving around like young kids.
I think that's what it is. It's just not for us. It's for kids.
Right.
And it's not even written for, you know how some of the others, kids go and see them, but it's written for adults too.
Right.
Like you just
they're more adult oriented.
I mean, also there are some kids shows like Pixar, a lot of Pixar stuff.
Well, I'm talking just in the Marvel universe.
But that's Disney also.
Right.
Like you feel like you can watch it.
But I think Miss Marvel, because it's dealing with a teenager trying to be a hero or, you know, whatever, it's all still just, it's almost like...
it's just like watching like a show about teenage angst or something.
Right, yeah. And that's what it was, because like there's, you know, she's got boyfriend problems. And I'm just like, really?
Yeah, we're not into boyfriend problems.
But then, of course, She-Hulk comes out, and I give the first 2 or 3 episodes again. And I was kind of like into it, and then this fourth one that got released kind of just didn't do much for me. In fact, it got to be kind of dumb.
I mean, you can't judge it off of one episode. Maybe you should try one more.
I may go back to it. I may, but
there's so much out there.
But I was already kind of like lukewarm on it, you know.
That's the hard part. There's so much out there, and as soon as, and I mean, you got to think about the pressure that these studios feel. Like, because they know that's
no pressure. They're fucking getting billions off of
I'm
this
not even
shit.
talking about just Marvel or whatever, but like the studios know as soon as something is not great, it's easy to turn people off. So they're constantly looking at their streaming numbers.
Well, but see, Miss Marvel's got a lot of high marks on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like our opinion of it doesn't really reflect what's going on with the show.
Yes, but what I'm saying is we have been in the opposite before, where we see something with terrible ratings and we're like, how can this be a terrible rating? We love it. We think it's great or hysterical, etc.
Well, I think the only problem with Marvel is oversaturation. Like, I just think there's a little bit too much of it. Like I said, Moon Knight, I did watch all the way through. I did kind of enjoy it, but if they didn't make any more of that particular character, I just wouldn't care. Like, he's not one of the mains.
He's just not important enough for you.
Right. Because we went through that with some of the Netflix ones like Iron Fist and
Jessica Jones
and all that. So Daredevil was a rarity, Punisher was a rarity, but those are 2 names that we already were kind of familiar with. So it's all these other lower level, like She-Hulk. I heard of her at some point in my life, but like never knew anything about the comics. And apparently this is more, again, lower level, street level hero with comedy thrown into it for whatever reason. Like, I'm more into like all the darker and heavier theme stuff. Like, even the last Thor movie was a little bit too light. Like, we had this issue between Christian Bale's character, the God Killer, and then Thor just kind of like being the Zen guy now. You know, it's like they couldn't figure out which direction they wanted to go with that movie. It was still kind of entertaining because we know the character.
Oh, are you lowering your score now on the Thor movie?
Well, I think we gave it like a 7, didn't we? Or something like that. It wasn't like, I don't think it's like, it's not as bad as people say, but it's not as great as people say.
I thought we gave it like a 7 or an 8.
It's adequate. I mean, I like some of the ones before that better. Ragnarok was way better than that one.
Well, I just like Chris Hemsworth. I think.
Oh yeah,
I think
well
I
he's
could
a good
watch
he's a
him.
good Thor. Like he does the character fine.
Well, I was it. It was something on Shark Week, and he was like hosting because he's Australian, and
Oh yeah,
they're.
he goes out and he tags sharks with the rest of them. Some
That-
Paul Walker used to do that.
That
too.
was kind of fun. Did you see the one where Shaq was doing Shark Week and like he's so big he's like tipping the boat when he's getting on it?
Well, they put him in the scuba gear. They had a makeshift one for him.
Oh
Like,
my god.
he's like, I'm gonna be eaten alive.
We love Shark Week, if you can't tell. I mean, I know everybody's like, oh, I'm into Shark Week. You don't understand, like,
I've been watching Shark Week since the beginning.
since the inception.
All
So
right, well-
anyway, let's check out this trailer because I have no idea.
And the other
I don't
going
know
in
anything
blind.
about it.
I'm hoping some good stuff though. This is Werewolf by Night.
This Halloween, you can't escape the shock, the terror of Werewolf by Night.
Tonight, it is every hunter for themselves.
Good luck. I'll be rotting for you.
But one of you is a monster, masquerading as one of our own. I can't wait to find out what breed of evil you are. You wanna see this, darling?
Please don't do this. Death is coming for you!
Werewolf by Night.
Okay, I'm
All right,
feeling it.
I mean, that
I'm
was
feeling
like
it.
a horror movie.
Yeah,
you know?
like it was almost almost like the old kind of Hammer films. Almost, Now I don't know if this show's going to be in black and white like they were doing in the trailer, but that was kind of a cool effect. Going old school, it had the old school at the beginning with the
Special feature.
yeah, like that's like from like the '80s and shit. So that was cool as shit. And yeah, it didn't reference like any kind of like superhero or
we
anything.
don't know what the werewolf is, or one of you is a monster. We don't know who that could be.
Yeah, it was like a hunting party. That was kind of really cool. I saw a movie. I can't remember the title, but it actually is a similar plot. Like I don't know if they're influenced by one another or not, but it was a similar thing. People were gathering at a house or a mansion, and the guy that owned the mansion was like, I'm here to kill this werewolf, and I know that one of you here are the werewolf.
Sounds like Clue.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So that was kind of cool, and the action looks kind of cool because you got people with the axes and all that kind of stuff. So that looked really cool. So I'm down with this.
I'm down with it.
It's got my groove. Now I don't know what the werewolf looks like, but it doesn't really matter because it looks really good.
It does look really good. I am interested.
That's a start.
I know, man. I'm kind of a downer, aren't I?
You look down
I
now.
want to be
You're
down.
down.
Ow! I just hit my knee. Ow.
Ow. Mm.
Ow.
Well, thank you all for checking out this trailer reaction.
Yes, thank you so much.
And we will see you next time. Keep it woofy.